Hello everyone, welcome to today's news charter. Let's begin with a prelims practice question. Take a look at this question. Consider the following statements regarding the UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Three statements are provided and they are asking how many of the above statements are correct. Let's read the statements. Sites are selected under two categories. One is cultural and second one natural sites, which is a wrong statement because we have three categories: cultural, natural, and mixed sites also. India has the highest World Heritage Sites is again a wrong sentence because Italy is the country with highest number of World Heritage Sites. Third, India has more cultural heritage sites than natural heritage sites, which is actually correct. So we have just one mixed heritage site, then the rest are natural and cultural heritage sites, out of which cultural heritage sites are higher in number. So the answer is A, which is just one statement is correct. Let's start with the topics of the day. For mains answer writing or for interview, these kind of topics are important. You need to have a solution for this. This is one of the major problem in the recent times because it was told by the Prime Minister himself that the small island which is there near the Park Strait has been given to the Sri Lanka in 1974 by has been a problem. This was something which was claimed by the Prime Minister, so we need to know about the issue. In 1974, India-Sri Lanka Accord happened, India-Sri Lanka Agreement happened, in which we have recognized that Kachativu will be a part of Sri Lankan territory. We have told that it will be a Sri Lankan territory, we recognize it. In 1976, again, a follow-up agreement was done in which it was told that whatever territory has been provided to Sri Lanka, that will remain. And we are prohibiting fishing in Sri Lankan territory by Indian fishermen, and Sri Lankan fishermen cannot come and do fishing in India. India can get back the island of Kachativu on lease of perpetuity is something which has been suggested by most of the people. So now the situation is that Tamil Nadu is located here. Here we have our Park Strait, and here is the Gulf of Mannar, and this is the Kachativu. It is a small island, but because it belongs to Sri Lanka, we are facing a lot of problems because our fishermen are not able to fish in these waters. So, what is the solution now? It has been already given to Sri Lanka, so we cannot get it back. So, some suggestions which you can mention if you are getting a question like this is one, we can get the island, which is a very small island, completely non-inhabited. So, we can get it on lease. We can pay some money and get it on lease. We can use it, or we can convert this Park Strait region. This Park Strait region we can convert from being a contested territory to that of a common heritage. We can tell that this region is a common heritage for both the countries. That can be told. India can ban all the fishing equipment which are banned by Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka has banned bottom trawling. Sri Lanka has banned heavy accessories when it comes to fishing. So India can also do it. It will increase the trust between both the countries. We can make a mechanism where we can tell that in a week, 7 days are there. 3 days Sri Lankan fishermen can come and fish in this region. 3 days Indian fishermen can come and fish in this region, and one day we can leave it for free without anyone coming and fishing. So this is a viable solution. Apart from that, we can encourage the fishermen to come and meet each other and make sure the cooperative societies of Tamil Nadu and then the cooperative societies of Sri Lanka are meeting each other and then coming to a solution for the general problems they are facing, and they can together involve in deep sea fishing. So these are all the general suggestions which you can remember for mains examination. It will be very helpful. National One Health Mission is a very important topic for prelims as well as mains. Certain points which you need to note down. National One Health Mission is started by the government of India, but the idea itself was given by World Health Organization. One Health Mission means integrating all the ministries, all the departments, several NGOs, private players, everyone together to work on different aspects like human aspect, animal aspect, as well as environmental health. We do not just talk about human health, human, animal, and environment health. All the factors are talked here. WHO is also working. So in this context, if you see, WHO is working with FAO, that is Food and Agricultural Organization, for benefit of human being, United Nations Environmental Program for benefit of environment, and World Organization for Animal Health for the benefit of animals. So WHO is the pioneer in this. It has been working in collaboration with three different agencies for the benefit of human being, animals, and environment too. So India is also trying that. What goals we have fixed under this? These goals are extremely important. First thing, develop strategies for integrated disease surveillance, join outbreak response, coordinated research and development, and ensure seamless information sharing between all the departments of the government. So this particular scheme is important for prelims as well as mains. You can note it down. National Investment and Infrastructure Fund was in news today. So we need to know the basics of this. What exactly is this fund? Very important point. It is India's first sovereign wealth fund. Sovereign wealth fund means this fund is going to be used by the government to invest in different places. So it is India's first sovereign wealth fund. Already we have got a question on National Infrastructure and Investment Fund. I think it was in 2017. So you need to know about it. It is an institution for enhancing infrastructure financing. We are going to invest more in infrastructure, so we need a separate fund for it. Two types of projects are there in which we will be investing. One is greenfield, second one brownfield. Greenfield means completely new project. Brownfield means already a project was there, but some renovation is to be done and we will be doing it. Apart from this, stalled projects also will be taken care of. We have three different funds under this. One is master fund, second funds of funds, and then strategic funds. What is the master fund? Master fund is used to invest in infrastructure projects such as road, port, railway, etc. Fund of funds. It is to invest in funds. Fund of funds means the fund we are maintaining to invest in other funds. So there are several investment funds, there are several investment agencies, companies. So the government will invest in these things. So the fund of fund is actually like a anchor investor. What is strategic fund? Strategic fund is registered as an alternative fund class 2. What is alternative fund type 2? So this alternative fund is a separate topic. We will study about it after this. So it is a strategic fund is maintained under the alternative fund, and it funds these funds invest in equity and equity linked instruments, that is in stocks. Now let us see what exactly is alternative investment funds. Alternative investment fund is generally a fund where several investors come together, pool their entire money, and then they will invest. Usually, it is high net worth individuals, that is, rich people. They will pool their money, come together, they will have the expertise, or they will hire people who have expertise, and it will be used to invest. Their money will be invested. Here, three important categories are there. We studied that National Infrastructure Investment Fund belongs to category 2. So we need to know all the three categories, right? So category number 1, it is investing in SMEs, small and medium enterprise, startups, and new economically viable businesses. Here we have two important funds. One is venture capital, second one angel funds. Both are used in investment for startups. Venture capital, when someone is starting a startup, some random entrepreneur, some external person will come and invest. In angel fund, they will invest without even claiming any role in the management or in the board of directors. That is angel funds. So these two comes under category fund. In category 2, we include private equity funds. That is the fund generally used in investment in private companies. Here the most important thing is completely unlisted companies. Unlisted means these companies are not there in stock market. Debt fund, debt securities of unlisted companies, and funds of funds invest in other alternative investment funds. So private equity fund to invest in companies which are not in stock market. Debt fund to invest in debt instruments such as bonds, etc. Fund of fund to invest in other alternative investment funds. Then there is the final category, that is category 3. Private investment in public equity fund. Private investment in public equity fund. Private people who are coming together and investing in some public company. Hedge funds. Hedge funds means money of different investors and institutions pooled together, and they will fund so that they can invest in domestic and international debt and money market. So hedge fund is something which is important. And the most important point here you need to know is they will be investing in international markets also. So alternative investment fund is important from economic point of view, need to study about it. Now, the final topic of the day, that is Higgs boson. What exactly is Higgs boson? Higgs, the scientist, died recently, so we need to know about this particular concept. Boson is the name given to a family of elementary particles. Elementary particles are the smallest particles in physics, in particle physics, which we study about, such as the electrons, neutrons, protons, etc. So they carry certain electromagnetism. Higgs boson carries certain electromagnetism. Photons, which carry the electromagnetic force, is a boson. A photon is a smallest particle of light. When this photon carries certain electromagnetic force in it, we call it as a boson. Higgs boson is the reason that every body in this universe has some mass. Mass is considered to be the stored form of energy. Mass can be easily converted into energy. So how does this mass emerge? They tell that the mass emerged because of the Higgs boson particle. The Higgs boson particle will be responsible for the creation of mass in a body. The fundamental particles such as electrons, protons do not have any mass in it. The mass for each and every object in this universe is provided by Higgs boson. This is the ideology. So this should be remembered. Mass is acquired by each and every object because of Higgs boson only. It is the interaction of these particles. So there are different electrons, protons, etc. They will interact with the Higgs boson field, that is electromagnetic field. And because each and every proton and electron has different properties, their way of interaction will also be different. Because of this, they acquire different type of mass. So if you take a steel body, the mass will be very high. If you take water, the mass will be very less because their protons and electrons are different and they interact with Higgs boson in a different way. So this is the basics which you need to know about Higgs boson particle. So that will be all for today. All the best. Do study well. Let's meet tomorrow.